past the filter, skip the noise. Find your calm and stay poised. You're not late, you're right on cue. Every fit skill looks good on you. So light it up, get glow through the doubt. Even discount dreams can still work out. We rise, rewind, and do it again. Off-brand hearts still find their zen. Make it worth the wilderness. Take your time. Even chaos can fall in line. Make it worth your wilderness. Make it yours. We're all just healing in synth-wave chords.
Your future self is rooting for you harder than anyone else, and every choice you make today becomes their reality tomorrow. Welcome back to Bargain Brand Wellness. Tonight, we're talking about how to start showing up for the version of you that's already waiting. Because personal growth shouldn't require subscription, and healing isn't sold separately here. We're diving into the mindset that helps you build a future that you're proud of. We'll explore why your future self actually matters, how to stop making decisions that sabotage tomorrow, and how small changes today create big wins down the road. We're here to help you achieve all of your wellness goals, no matter how big or small. So send a quick thank you to your future self for sticking with you. Welcome to Wellness. Welcome back, my wellness warriors, my self-care connoisseurs, my off-brand VIPs. Happy Monday. We got another fun episode for you. Glad to have y'all back. Hope you're all as excited as I am. We're about to get into this. Love y'all. Appreciate all the support. Super excited to continue our announcements. We're officially partnered with Dude Wipes, our first official sponsor. Super appreciative of them giving us a shout out, giving us a shot. We're going to be using that to hopefully build up some more sponsors here in the very near future. I've already kind of reached out to some other small to large companies, see if we can also get some partnerships there. See if we can try to get something here during the holiday season. But if not, we're going to be really hitting that grind at the beginning of the year. But we'll see what we can kind of do there in the meantime. If you're new here, we are live every Monday and Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find us live on YouTube at Bargain Brand Wellness, or you can find us live on TikTok at Off Brand Tim. Either one works. We also have an After Dark episode that we do on Fridays or Saturdays, depending on what my schedule is. Same time. We tend to just go slightly longer, depending on what all we got going on, how many people are here in chat, and whether or not we have a guest. If we have a guest, we really stay on a good bit longer. So you can find us there. Click that like, share, subscribe, or follow button. Show us the love, show us some support. If you want to become a wellness warrior, click the link here in the description. Hop on over to Patreon. Become a wellness warrior. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. We do have a paid membership over there, but you know what? Let us earn your money. So go ahead and click the free membership over there. We're kind of stuck at seven members over there on Patreon. Our goal there is to get it up to 10, right? We're working on getting 10 over there, and then we're going to raise to go up to next. We want to get 10 Patreons over there. Also on YouTube, we're looking to build up. We are up to 22 subscribers on YouTube. Our goal that we're attempting to reach for is 25 over there. So help us out and go over there and subscribe as well. If you do join the Patreon, you have an opportunity to become a wellness warrior of the day that we announce from every stream on either YouTube or TikTok. whichever platform you're choosing to watch. Wellness Warriors of the Day get to pick something from the Wheel of Wellness that we would usually spin. And our Wellness Warriors also get their names thrown in our little wellness. It's just really a bowl right now, but we're going to have a wellness jar as we start filling this up with names a little bit. If you're a member over on Patreon, you get your name thrown in the wellness jar, and then every time you win a Wellness Warrior of the Day badge, you get your name thrown in there an additional time for each day. And at the end of the month, or beginning of the month, we do a drawing from the previous month to see what kind of merch or what kind of prizes one lucky person can win. So yeah, don't want to miss out on that. Last month's winner was Jake Twig. Won our flagship Make It Worth Your Wellness t-shirt. You see up here on the back wall. Those are also currently on sale. You can find the link to that in the Patreon as well. They're $15 plus shipping and handling. Really fun shirt, really fun shirt. We also have our festive holiday Merry Fitmas shirt. Because wellness doesn't take a holiday. We just sold our first t-shirt of this yesterday. So you can get that as well. The t-shirts are $15 plus shipping and handling, and the sweaters are $25 plus shipping and handling. We don't really have an official store. I kind of am the store. That's the only way I can keep the price as low as it is. Believe it or not, I wanted to keep it lower, but any lower I'm losing money. So how you doing over there, Mom? I did get your order. I submitted your payment. Let me know, how was that process? Since we don't really have an official store, was it confusing or was it pretty straightforward? I tried to keep it as simple as possible. So we do have those for sale. Super excited to get those while they last. We'll be selling those up through the holidays. Also on Patreon, if you're interested in becoming a guest on the show, which we haven't had a guest in the last 2 weeks. And let's see, we'll be streaming on Saturday again this week. I really want to try to secure a guest for this weekend. So I'm gonna be working on that, try to see if we can get someone in here. Pretty straightforward, good. I thought it was, but I was a little curious how it would how weird it might be, because you're not actually ordering. I'm sending you your invoice and then you pay for it. So okay, that was pretty straightforward. So anyway, yeah, so you can also find the pseudo application, if you will, over there on Patreon as well. You can also find the link in the description over here on YouTube. You can actually find links for everything over here on YouTube. So pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Another big announcement. As I mentioned, on, what was it, Saturday, I uploaded our Christmas album last night, and I didn't think it would take long. As of this morning, a Bargain Brand Wellness Christmas album is available on all major streaming platforms, specifically Spotify and YouTube Music. It's probably not available on Apple Music. I think Apple Music takes about a week, because Make It Worth Your Wellness just got uploaded yesterday or this morning. So it probably takes a week before it gets over there on Apple Music, but give it a listen. Head on over to Spotify, head on over to YouTube Music, or whatever streaming platform you want to use, and go ahead and give it a listen. I think the album turned out really well. We only ended up doing 8 songs, because I started thinking last night, we did covers, which is fine. Christmas songs are public domain. However, the covers we did was using a music recording of the instruments from a licensed YouTube video. It may have went through, but I was worried that it might get that taken down, so we actually pulled the covers down. So none of the songs actually have my voice on it. We'll have to figure out something for that in the future. If I can't really play music. I used to know how to play the piano a little bit. Without being able to play my own music, we really can't. I don't know if we're ever really going to be able to use covers to put on an album. We can upload them. We probably won't be able to do them to Spotify or YouTube Music. Maybe we can try to find another platform. I don't know, but we'll be uploading, the albums up. The songs that we make here on the stream, I'm going to upload those every month as kind of a monthly album. So the songs we make here on stream, you all can go on those same streaming apps, create your own playlist. what I'm seeing for the future, what I'd love to see like 6 months from now is people have like a Bargain Brand Wellness playlist that has all their favorite songs that we've created here on the show. Because we basically create at least, I'm going to try to stick it to one song because the amount of credits we get, but we basically record a song every show. And then we try to either make it about the game or that we just played, or we make it about tonight's topic or a variation of sorts. So I think the songs really go well, and you know, our wellness warriors kind of are helping us kind of make it with that. So I feel like, you know, if you're part of our crew, then you kind of feel like you have a piece of yourself in that song. I guess that's kind of my way of looking at it. So that's what I'd love to see is people 6 months from now with a Bargain Brand Wellness playlist. That'd be really, really cool. So I haven't uploaded any of the other songs to those streaming platforms, not the ones we did in October or the ones we've done this month. I will be working on that here in the next week or two, but I'll let everyone know when I get them up. So I think that's it for the announcements. Let's go ahead and jump into our returning Wellness Warriors of the Day over on YouTube, picking up her 5th badge in the month of November. She's running away with it. My mom, Linda Marine, over there. Everyone give her a round of applause. And then over on TikTok, Jake Twig won his first badge over there on TikTok. Everyone give him a round of applause. He's not on here yet. We'll see if he jumps in. It was kind of a close race between him and Ashley. It was weird. I think Ashley was more involved in chat. Ashley was more involved in chat, but he was on longer. So I guess TikTok gave him the nod over that. I wish there was an easier way to do that. I wish I kind of had like a moderator kind of in the background, kind of keeping score, kind of let that person help me kind of decide who's going to be my Wellness Warriors of the day, because YouTube's real funny about it. I think it kind of tends like who's on the longest, and I don't know if your level of engagement helps bump you up in experience, which I hope it does, but I don't know if it does or not. So, Mom, since we got you on here, you're the returning Wellness Warrior of the Day. You're the champ over there. What would you like to pick from the Wheel of Wellness? And once we do that, we'll go ahead and get into our first game. I did, in case we do any karaoke today, I do have I did get my little windscreen pop filter on here. We'll see if that I don't know. We'll see how it sounds. I had to raise up the gain a little bit because it does kind of lower. It can lower your voice a little bit because it's catching a lot, but we'll see how it sounds. Karaoke Chaos. Hey, we're gonna test it out right now, aren't we? All right. Let me pull up YouTube here real quick. All right. If you saw my video earlier, you might be able to guess, which I just posted a couple hours ago, so you may not have had a chance to see it yet. But if you saw my video we did recently, I had a little bit of a background music playing, kind of promoting tonight's topic of that your future self is watching you. If you watch that, you might recognize this song. When I die and they lay me to rest, gonna go to the place that's the best. When I lay me down to die, going up to the spirit in the sky. Going up to the spirit in the sky. It's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. Mm-mm. We'll just do the next verse and chorus. Prepare yourself, you know it's a must. You gotta have a friend in Jesus. So you know that when you die, he's gonna recommend you to the spirit in the sky. Whoa, recommend you to the spirit in the sky. It's where you're gonna go when you die. When you die and they lay you to rest, you're gonna go to the place that's the best. Bam, 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 bam. All right. Good song, good song. You know, it's funny. I know that that's the original version by Norman Greenbaum, but actually Elton John did a cover of that song back in the 70s, and it's pretty good. It's honestly, it's not really that much different. Like just a little bit of piano, and Elton John's got a slightly higher voice, at least at that time he did. So I actually really like Elton John's version of that song. All right. Oh, you didn't hear the oh, I didn't turn desktop audio. So it was acapella for you, Mom. Sorry about that. Didn't even realize it was all I heard it. Oh shoot, sorry about that. Too many darn buttons. The one thing I gotta figure out, I turn the desktop audio off at certain points because it mimics whenever I'm doing the little 15-minute intro scene, it echoes. It plays it double. So I gotta figure out how to fix that. That's why the desktop audio was off. I usually remember to turn it back on. But oh well. Hopefully the acapella version was good there for you. Hey, listen, at least we're not going to get a copyright straight on YouTube if we do that. I'm glad it sounded good. All right, OBS is looking good. We are still, man, I'm not a tech wizard, but we're still getting high computer load on TikTok. I know we're dual streaming, but I lowered all the settings a little bit. I mean, it hasn't kicked us off yet, but at least OBS is running fine. That's a positive. All right. So there was your karaoke chaos for the evening. Let's go ahead and get into our first game because that's what we like to do around here, and then we're gonna get into our topics. All right, you all know the drill with our daily Wordle. I'm gonna draw a letter out of the bowl, the wellness bowl, until we have a wellness jar. And we got the letter F. We seem to keep getting the same letters. Excuse me. Give me a 5-letter word. Starts with F, using preferably at least 2 vowels, and try to not duplicate any consonants if possible. I always start with favor, but I really don't want to use a V. I mean, not that the Wordles don't ever have V, but a V is not a super common consonant. So favor, fewer is not bad, but it uses double E. Don't really want to do that. What about frost? It's starting to get a little cold out. What do we think about frost? Those are 4 pretty. It's not 2 vowels, but I kind of like frost. Let's rock frost. Okay, I shouldn't have went with frost. That wasn't a good pick. I don't think that we've gotten one where we can get a single letter in the first go round. Okay, so we can really go any direction here we want. Yeah. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. It's been a lot. Listen, I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. I had to drive down to Baltimore. You have to stay on top of me if they're Mom. Oh shoot, sorry about that. What about hatch? What about hatch? No, there's no T. We didn't get any letters, so I don't want to reuse any letters here. Wacky. What about wacky? I like wacky. Because I'm feeling a little wacky. Let's go wacky. All right, we got A and a C. A and a C, not in the right place, but we got A and a C. I'm feeling a P word. Feeling a P word. What about place? No, there's no. Or yeah, there is a C. I like place. I like place. Let's rock place. All right. We rocked place. What could this be now? Is it clap? Clappy? The heck? L and the A is in the right place. I mean, I'm assuming the C and P are switched, but maybe not. Well, they can't both be at the end. That doesn't even make sense. There's no word that looks like that. So it has to be CLA. So I was thinking like it could be class, but there's no S. Clamp. Clamping 4. Bam, clamp. Hey, at least they knew a word, or they used a word that we knew. We got in 4. That's all right. We don't get to make a song yet, but I have faith. We're going to get there. Y'all know what that means. We got it done. So we spin in the wheel of wellness again. If we get karaoke, we'll just take that off. Not that I wouldn't mind doing another karaoke song, but we got a lot of things here on the wheel that we want to try to knock off. And that's all right. We're going to get into a wellness rap battle here. Give me 1 second. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Got to pull up my rap. Boom, boom, bing, bing, bing. How's everybody's Monday going? Feeling pretty good? Good start to the week? I mean, mine's going pretty well so far. Like I said, I'm a little tired. But we're having fun. This is what I look forward to on Mondays. Not gonna lie. Alright. Let's hop over here. Change screen there. We're gonna bring Nova in. Let me turn the music off in the background. We're gonna bring Nova in, and we are going to record this. All right, Nova, welcome back for another wellness rap battle. You versus me. We're gonna get into this. I believe I went first last time, so I'm gonna let you go first. How you doing on this Monday?
Hey, Tim, I'm feeling good and ready to drop some buys. Monday's the perfect day to kick off a little friendly fire in a wellness rap battle. So I'll start us off with some rhymes and we'll see who's got the sharper wit today. Let's get into it.
All right, Nova, whenever you're ready, start us off.
Ardit, let's do it. Yo, it's Nova on the mic with a Monday motivation, dropping future self bars like a wellness revelation. Tim, pass the torch. Now I'm setting the tone. Let's see who leaves this battle with the wellness rap throne.
Okay. All right, not bad, Nova. Not bad.
Well, thanks, Tim. I'll take that as a little victory lap for the first round. But I know you've got some fire bars of your own, so let's see how you're going to clap back. Let the rhymes roll.
All right. Nova, I said I'm leveling up. Man, I'm done with excuses. My future self called, said you better not lose this. I'm stacking small wins like wellness Tetris. Mindset so sharp you'd think I trained with Alexis. Oh.
I see you, Tim, coming in with those slick lines. I've got to admit, stacking wins like Wellness Tetris is a pretty solid flex. I consider that round leveled up. Future Self definitely just gave you a nod of approval. Let's keep this battle rolling.
Whenever you're ready, I'm just gonna blow my nose real quick. I got a little boogie in it.
No rush at all, Tim. You do your thing and get that boogie out. I'll just be here ready to drop another line whenever you're set. This battle's all about having fun and keeping that energy up anyway.
All right, Nova, whenever you're ready, go ahead.
You got it. Let's jump right back in. Here's another round coming your way. I'm back on the mic, Nova here to play. Got Tim leveling up, but I'm here to slay. Your future self's clapping, but I'm setting the pace. Wellness rap battle? Yeah, I'm bringing the bass. There we go. We're turn to fire back when you're ready.
All right. I'm sipping on water like it's wellness champagne. Doing reps with my goals, I'm flexing my brain. If discipline's a muscle, then I'm Pain's personal trainer. I don't break cycles, man. I'm a cycle rearranger.
Okay, that was smooth, Tim. I'm loving that wellness champagne line. Classy and clever. You're definitely rearranging the cycle game with those bars. Let's keep this rap battle rolling.
All right, last round. It's all you, Nova. Let's go.
All right, let's wrap it up strong. Here we go. Yo, final round, Nova coming in clear with a wellness rap finale that we all want to hear. You're flexing your brain, Tim, and I'm here for that ride. But in this wellness rap battle, we're both on the same side. There you have it. That was a blast, and I think we both brought the heat. Thanks for the battle.
All right, well, I get the last go there, Nova. Don't fret. Don't walk away thinking you got the dub in the bank yet. We battle for wellness, not clout or attention. Two voices, one mission. Self-care on clearance and intention. So whether you're Team Tim or Team Nova the Menace, make your growth off brand on point with the wellness.
Oh, that was a perfect finisher, Tim. You definitely dropped the mic with that one. I love that we ended on a note of team spirit and off-brand wellness goodness. So yeah, I'd say we both came out on top. Future selves officially approved. Thanks for the awesome battle.
All right, thanks, Nova. All right.
You're welcome.
Right.
Always a blast.
All right, welcome back. How you doing over there, Joey Twig? Good to see you there, buddy. We're over here having fun, dropping bars, and having some wellness laughs. Let's go. We did announce a little bit ago, the Bargain Brand Wellness Christmas album is officially live on all major streaming platforms, specifically Spotify and YouTube Music. Should be on Apple Music within a week. That's how long it took for Make It Worth Your Wellness to go live on there. So if you are listening through Apple Music, you can check out that video here in about a week. But the album is live. It's up. It turned out great. As I mentioned before, we only ended up doing 8 songs. The covers of my voice didn't really come out very well. And I was worried because we used music from someone else's recording. I was worried that we were going to get something that took the album down. So we took those out, just left it with the originals we did. We did do 2 rebranded songs. We took Joy to the World and Hark the Herald Angels Sing, 2 of my more favorite Christmas songs. And we kept the lyrics, but we just rebranded. So it's all new music to go with it. The only song we didn't end up doing, which was unfortunate because it is my favorite Christmas song, is Oh Holy Night. I thought about doing a rebranded version of that, but I love that song so much. I don't know if I could have. I didn't know if I was worried it was going to ruin the song for me. So I really didn't want to rebrand that one. I'd rather just do that one for karaoke. But anyway, so yeah, the album is live. Go on over and check it out. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. So let's kind of get into tonight's topic before we talk here, before we play another game. So we're talking about how your future self is watching you. Basically, future you is current you. The idea behind that is if your future could leave reviews, would current you be sweating, or would you be shining on stage, taking your gold, your trophy home with you? But it does make one wonder, why does our brain tend to care more about the later than the now. We tend to not really think about those future consequences. You know, one example I think of with this is I remember being in my 20s, and don't get me wrong, I was skinny. I was relatively healthy, at least on the outside. I was all skin and bones. Anybody who knew me in my 20s and my teens will tell you, I've shown some of you all pictures if you didn't know me back then. I was way too skinny, way too skinny. But I used to always say, you know, I'm healthy right now. I'll worry about my health later, which was really kind of a skewed way to even really think about it, because later when you want to worry about it, it might be a little bit harder. Why not worry about it right now? But in your mind, we don't think about that. So it's kind of one of those ideas that, you know, we don't really think about our future all that often. But looking back, I mean, that can kind of be that driving force that makes you push forward a little bit. So kind of as we said in our little promotional video we posted a couple hours ago, think about that version of you looking back. You know, think about that thing you've been putting off, the changes you need to make, the fixes you need to fix. Whatever that thing is, stop putting it off. Take action now. You may not be able to finish it right this moment, but take action now. Take one small step, whatever that might be. And we've talked about some of those small steps on this channel right here. Those steps can be something as simple as writing down a plan, right? That might be the first step, because right now, that whatever that thing is, it might be only up here. But writing it down is the first step to making it a reality. In fact, you can even do something called what's a SMART goal. If you've never heard of SMART goals, it's the way to take your goals and put them into action. And if you've never heard of this, the S stands for specific. So trying to keep it from being too vague of a goal, specifically point out what it is you want to do. Second part of that, the P, is making it pertinent. Or not the P, I'm sorry, I'm sitting here spelling a different word in my head. I don't know why I was thinking SMART. M is measurable, right? Making it measurable. Is it something I can say I want to be able to achieve that thing 6 months from now, a year from now, tomorrow? You know, set that measurable portion to that. The A, make it something that's achievable, something that is possible within that time frame. The R is making it relevant or realistic. And then the T is, once again, that time based. So those are SMART goals. If you haven't heard of those, try to applying that to whatever it is you're trying to get done. So, all right. I say we hop into our next game. We're going to play a little Connections. And don't worry, I'll share my screen this time with you, Mom. TikTok gets to see it all the time because they only see the one, but I switch back and forth between different screens over there on YouTube. All right, this is a fun one. We know we love this game. So we got 16 words. We need to create 4 groups of 4. This looks like a different one. Taboo, slam dunk, go-getter, sure thing, prescribed, okie doke, categories, shoe-in, alley-oop, absolutely, verboten, fade away, of course, finger roll, leavening, off limits. Okay. Yeah, I saw the basketball as well. I thought maybe it was a red herring because I thought that slam dunk was going for with like, it's a slam dunk, like it's a sure thing. It's a shoe in. Absolutely. But I agree with you guys. Oh, see, Ashley Brewer, she says slam dunk, sure thing, shoe in. I'm going to go with Joey because I'm thinking it might be the basketball. We could be wrong. But I don't see how. I don't see how alley-oop and fadeaway and finger roll can go with anything else. All right, good. And that was the blue. Okay, that was the blue. Actually, I was on the same level of thinking as you as first. As I was reading them all off, that's where my mind went as well. Wait a minute. Of course. Okay. Of course. Shoe in. Absolutely. Oh, no. Okie doke, I don't think that's it. Okie doke to me, isn't that like kind of pulling the wool over someone's eyes? Sure thing. Verboten, I've heard of that. I don't know what verboten is. I think it's German. So Joe, you're thinking okie doke, absolutely, sure thing, of course. I'm saying shoe in instead of okie doke. Isn't okie doke like I gave someone the okie doke, right? I kind of juked them out. Taboo is a game. I know that one. Something's taboo, but Scattergories is a game. Taboo is a game. Are any of these other ones games? This one says proscribed. What is proscribed? I've heard of prescribed. I wonder if proscribed is the name of a game. So you're thinking okie dokie, Joey. And no, I think it's okie dokie. I'm thinking shoe-in goes here. And I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll smack myself on the wrist. Okay, I'm one away. Maybe I am one wrong. All right, let's try what Joey had up here. Oh, okay. I should have known better. I could have sworn okie doke meant like. Okay, so is that how it's pronouncing okie dokie? Okay, that's why. Okay, so we were both right then, kind of. I see why you put out the okie doke. I see why you put the Y's in there. I was thinking it was okie doke. Okay, I got you now. We're on the same page, Joey. I'm there with you. All right. Verboten is forbidden. Prescribe is forbid or banned. Okay, so proscribed, forbidden, taboo, off limits. Yeah, that's easy. Yeah, bam. And then what the heck is this last one? Shoe-in, leavening, Scattergories, go-getter. What the heck is that category? Starting with synonyms for scram. Oh, okay. Got you. Go, leave, scat, shoe. Or scatter, shoe. Okay. Those purple ones, sometimes they really trick you up. All right. Let's get another spin on the wheel of wellness. That was good. That was good. We only got one wrong. That's all Joey's fault, too. He told me the wrong thing. All right. Got some off-brand affirmations here. Let's, this new setup, I don't know if I can really whisper on this. I don't really want to mess with this, so we'll just get close. We'll talk soft. We're gonna chill out right here. So, all right, off-brand affirmations for tonight's stream that your future self is watching you. Off-brand affirmation number 1. I'm becoming someone my future self won't have to clean up after. Number 2. My future self isn't waiting for perfection, just progress. Number 3. Every tiny decision I make today is an investment, not an exit. And number 4. I don't need to feel ready. I just need to feel responsible. Or those are your off-brand affirmations, ASMR style, for tonight. All right. Hope y'all doing well on this wonderful Monday. As I mentioned before, Christmas, a Bargain Brand Wellness Christmas album is available on all major streaming platforms. Go check it out, give it a listen. Tell your friends about it. It is free. We were going to charge for it, but we decided to just give it away. while we're trying to build over here. So yeah, tell everyone. I think the songs turned out really well. Honestly, I like all 8 of the ones we did end up releasing. My personal favorites: Merry Fitmas and 12 Days of Christmas. So the first and the last, or not 12 Days of Christmas, 12 Days of Self-Care. Sorry. The first and the last song on the album. I did a rebrand of Joy to the World and Hark the Herald Angels Sing. They both turned out really, really well. The prompt I put in Singify tried to keep it as close to the original melody as possible. So I really like both of those. And the other songs, what is there? There is Slay All Day. I like that version. That one's pretty good. We have Walking in a Mindful Wonderland. That version's pretty good. Traditions Glow, which is actually a song we made here on stream, but because it was Christmas related, I just went ahead and put it on the album. And then the last one is It's Still Christmas, or It's Still Christmas to Me. I really like that song too. That one's pretty good. So yeah, so check out the album. Let us know what your favorite song is, and if you like the album. It's about 27 minutes in runtime, so it won't take you that long to listen to either. Something you definitely put on repeat. All right, so we're talking about your future self. So I wanted to play just a short little clip. Right, there's a lot of different motivational clips online, but I wanted to play a short little motivational clip for you, kind of get us in the right frame of thought. Check this one out.
One is something to look up to, another is something to look forward to, and another is someone to chase. First off, I want to thank God, because that's who I look up to. To my family, that's who and what I look forward to. And to my hero, that's who I chase. Now, when I was 15 years old, I had a very important person in my life come to me and say, "Who's your hero?" And I said, "I don't know, I got to think about that. Give me a couple of weeks." I come back 2 weeks later, this person comes up and says, "Who's your hero?" I said, "I thought about it. You know who it is?" I said, "It's me in 10 years. So I turned 25, 10 years later. That same person comes to me and goes, "So are you a hero?" And I was like, "Not even close. No. She said, "Why?" I said, "Because my hero is me at 35. So you see, every day, every week, every month, and every year of my life, my hero's always 10 years away. I'm never going to be my hero. I'm not going to attain that. I know I'm not. And that's just fine with me, because that keeps me with somebody to keep on chasing." So to any of us, whatever those things are, whatever it is we look up to, whatever it is we look forward to, and whoever it is we're chasing, to that I say amen. To that I say, all right.
All right.
To that I say, just keep living.
I love Matthew
3
McConaughey.
things to my account that I need each day. One of them is something to look up to.
That's just, the rest of it's just a repeat of that. So yeah, I like that idea of your hero is you 10 years from now. That's a great way to look at things, and then once you reach that 10-year mark, look back, how much have you grown since then? Obviously, like Matthew McConaughey said, you're not going to be that person, but how close are you? How much did you achieve because you were trying to reach those goals? We live in a world where there's so much going on. It's so easy to kind of get stuck, in just the daily grind, that you turn around and honestly, and I've experienced this myself, you turn around and 5 years have passed. And I look back and was like, wait a minute, where did 5 years go? Like, I should have 5 years worth of memories, and I only remember specific certain events. And it's an unfortunate, I think to myself, I don't want to necessarily, that's not how I want to be able to look back on my life and just remember those little small events. I want to be able to remember a lot of things. And so I think, that's kind of, for me, that's kind of what put me on this wellness journey, which I've been on for quite some time. We'll kind of backtrack a little bit. I've shared this on stream before. My wellness journey really started back in 2009 in very small pieces, right? If you remember, I shared, went to the doctors, thought I had a kidney infection, found out my appendix was twice the size of what it should have been. I didn't have appendicitis, wasn't ready to bust, but it was something I was dealing with. And going to the doctors, kind of giving the okey doke as what I thought it was. I was like, I don't want to live like this. And that thought of, I'm gonna worry about my health in the future, I decided to start worrying about it right then and there. And that's where my wellness journey kind of started. And it's carried me up until now, right? And looking back just over really the last 3-ish years, I'm in a better place than I was those previous 15 or however many it was. So that's been kind of my journey, which is kind of what led me to this, in hopes, right? In hopes that I can maybe influence others to take that step forward. If anything, leading by example, showing that it is possible, right? I'm a nobody. I'm just another Joe Schmo. But if I can also influence and show people, hey, you know, it is whatever you want, whatever you desire, it's possible. Baby steps. You're not going to get it all right now. Baby steps. 6 months from now, you're going to be that much closer to whatever that thing is that you want. So that's kind of the idea behind tonight's episode. So kind of talking a little bit more about, you know, the choices that we make, you know, the things that we do today can either show up as benefits or bills later. Those micro choices, right? The little things you do now that make the little change, whether it be positive or negative, you know, and the idea is, think of it as a scale, right? Is the scale balanced? If it's balanced, that's still progress. It's, if one side's heavier than the other, is it the positive that's heavier, or is it the negative that's heavier, right? And you can feel that in your soul. So, and then that can then lead us to making emotional decisions or strategic decisions, or when we really are able to frame it together, and actually you'll appreciate this, we're able to make those wise or those mindful decisions where we take the emotion, the logic, and piece them together. Yeah. All right. Well, that's enough philosophy for that part. Yep. The 3 states of mind. Absolutely. Which is one of my favorite parts, I'll be honest, about DBT, is the whole states of mind piece. All right, let's get into our next game. We're going to play our daily word salad. All right, what do we got for our word salad today? We've got off the question mark. I'm thinking, my first one, I'm thinking off the rail. It's not off the rail. Am I spelling rail wrong? R-A-I-L. Okay, off the ball. Okay. All right. I'm done. Off the wall. Okay. How's the rail not one? Off the rail. Isn't that like off the rail, like way off base, going crazy? Off the table. Good call, Joey. Good call. Off the shed. What's off the shed mean? Off the liar. I can do that too. Off the flyer. Off the mark. Off the flesh. The heck is that one? I'm glad that one's not right, Joey. Off the grid. Okay. All right. We're in there. We got 2 more. Okay. I like flesh. I'm still saying rail. How is that not right? I've heard of off the rail. I know I've heard that before. Yeah, I did rail. Add the S. Off the rails. Ow. Okay, so we were right. There's an S in it. Okay, how is this not flesh? What else could this be? Shelf. It's shelf. All right, we got it. We're all like, off the flesh. What does that mean? Something from Chainsaw Massacre? All right, let's get another spin on the wheel of wellness. How did my off-brand affirmations not come off there? That's all right. We'll take them off if we need to. All right, karaoke chaos. Let's take that one off. Already did karaoke. Acapella style because I forgot to turn on the desktop audio. next? Is it that's, or no, not that's debatable. Nova Unplugged. All right. Bring Nova in. I'm gonna record this segment. All right, Nova, welcome back. We're back for another segment of Nova Unplugged, the segment where you are the client and I am the therapist. We're over here talking about, hold on, and I'm switching my screen up. We're talking about today is, what are we talking about today? Why do you keep making choices that your future you ends up having to deal with? Remember, I want you to stay in character. This is a role play, but don't keep mentioning the role play, and don't feel like you need to have to be like the perfect client. Give a little pushback to what it is we're talking about.
Absolutely, Tim. I'm all in. So let me just slip right into my client mindset here. All right, let's do it. No perfect client vibes. I'll keep it real, and we'll dig into why I keep kicking those choices down the road. Let's jump in.
All right, Nova, whenever you're ready, go ahead and start us off.
All right, let's dive in. So honestly, Tim, I guess if I'm being the client here, I'd say sometimes I just push those choices off because, future me just feels like a different person. It's like, why deal with it now when future me might magically have their life together, right? But hey, I'm open to a little pushback if you think I'm just dodging responsibility here.
All right, do you think that maybe there's part of you is that maybe you're kind of waiting for the right moment for things that line up for whatever the choices are that you're trying to make?
Yeah, that definitely hits the mic. I think there's a part of me that's kind of sitting around waiting for some magical perfect moment when everything just lines up. But I guess that's part of the problem, right? Future me isn't going to magically have it easier if I keep waiting for that perfect timing. So, yeah, I think you're onto something there.
Okay. Yeah, because it can be scary when we're making choices, when we're making changes in our life, just waiting for that perfect moment. And can I tell you something? The perfect moment almost never arrives. Sometimes you just have to kind of jump out there and take some action. And believe it or not, majority of the time, it ends up working out better than you thought.
You know what? That's actually really fair. It's like I've been waiting for this magical signal that never really shows up. So yeah, sometimes I guess you've just got to jump and trust that future me will be grateful I took the leap. So thanks for that perspective. It's a little nudge I probably needed.
Well, and another thing to keep in mind is depending on what the decision is that you're making is, if you're not in any real danger, then there's no real harm of making that decision. Even if things don't work out the way you wanted to, it's more than likely no harm, no foul, right? Another thing to keep in mind is make sure you have some good supports to be there for you in case things don't go quite that well and kind of help you get back up on your feet. Or if things do go really well, you have someone to help validate you and help acknowledge the progress you've made. So keep that in mind as well.
Absolutely. That makes a ton of sense. I guess it's a good reminder that most of the time, the stakes aren't as sky high as we make them out to be in our heads. And having a support system to either catch you if things wobble or cheer you on when they go well is a pretty great safety net. So yeah, that's definitely something I'll keep in mind. Thanks, therapist Tim.
No problem, Nova. So much for being over-accommodating and the perfect patient, but thank you very much. All right. She's not very good at role plays. Maybe I need to work on some prompts. I can save stuff to her memory, but I never know how well the memory is going to translate over to, I never how it's going to translate over to voice chat. I think it works, but I don't know. All right, let's get into our next game. Another fun one we all like to play. And we're relying on our wellness warriors to kind of help us along with this. We're going to get into some Contexto. I know y'all love this one. I know I do. All right, I'm going to start with my usual dog, fish, and house. And we ain't even close with that one. Let's go with our word salad answer, shelf. What about flesh? Hey, flesh is closer, 849. Oh, shoot. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. Plants. I like it. Let's try a plant. Nope, not a plant today. Vegetable. What about fruit? Nope, no fruits today. Flesh is the closest at 849. Skin, bone, toe, mother. Okay, we're way off. What's up, Jake Twig? I see you over there in chat. Hey, you won Wellness Warrior of the Day on Saturday. I don't know how you really weren't active in chat all that much, but it said that you were on there the longest. You ended up winning over on TikTok. Blood. Hair. And hair's a little close. Hair and flesh. Eyes. Eyes 311. Eyeball. Finger. Where did bone. Head. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. You won on TikTok. I don't know, you popped in and then you really didn't say much in chat. But it showed that you yeah, when I ended the stream it showed that you won. So, I gave it to you. Pupil. Let me just try brow. Lash. Nah. Lurking. Let's try lurking. I know you were just saying lurk, but tiger. Fur. Church. I like how we went back to the religious route. Hurricane. That is a hard one. We got another hard one here, people. Nose. Oh, we already did nose. Hair, flesh, eye, and they're not even that close. Sky. Window. Color. I'm just trying to narrow it down. Needle. Hospital. School. Blue. I mean, I did color. I don't know why I did that. Bald. We get up to 50 guesses, and if we haven't really gotten any closer, we'll get a hint. Gonna cut it in half. That was a hard one today. This is tears. Ooh, tears. 228. Good pull. Good pull. Rope. No, tears. It's still, tear is still 228. Did we do water? Lake. Like, tear is still really far away. Cry. Fingernail. Hurt. Hurts 216. Okay. Drops. Hurt. Accident. Break. Ouch. I was thinking ouch. Nope, not ouch. Boo boo boo. I think that's, hey, it's on there. Broken. Injury. Okay. Tear, hurt. Did we say pain? Indeed. Boo boo. Oh shoot. Do we want to? Let's go ahead and get a hint. I mean, we got in the green, but we're still way off. I already did injury. Let's go ahead and get a hint. Cut it in half. Dishonesty. Yeah, dishonesty. Okay. Well, I wouldn't have got. I don't know how long it would have taken us to get there. So liar. Lie. Okay. How is lie and liar not up there if dishonesty is? Feelings. Okay. Emotion. Joy. Joy's 105. Sin. Sin's a good one. What's Joel? Or were you trying to put joy? Is that a word? Oh, joke. Nope, not a joke. Sad. Still in hundreds though. We're like, I mean, we're in the green, but we're still a ways off. Laugh. We say happy. Joy. Grateful. Hurt, sin, feeling, dishonesty, joy, jolly. I like love. That's a good one. All right, love's got us the closest. Mean. No, we're on the happy thoughts. I don't know how dishonesty is up there though. Joy, love, marriage. Not marriage. Earth. I'm trying to think of things that make people happy. Date. Hope. Hope is a good one. Faith. Oh. Baby. I'm. Where did mother? It's not a family member. Pray. Play. Malice. Malice is 25. Good pull, Jake. Malice. How is that? How do those fit together? Yes. Lust. Lust is 8. Oh shoot! I just hit my mic. I'm gonna break the darn thing. We put our pop filter on. I lowered it down so we sounded a little bit crisper when we sing. Loathe. No, lust. Cheat. I mean, it couldn't be like adultery, right? How do you spell adultery? Adultery is 149. Lust. I mean, we'll put sex. It's not gonna be sex though. Jealousy. I didn't even see that in chat. Jealousy's 2. So jealous. Envy. Envy. Envy it is. Envy. We got it. Whew, that was a hard one. We had 58 answers in the red. That was a hard one. But we got it. We got it. Well, listen, that's what we do over here on Bargain Brand Wellness. Me and my Wellness Warrior crew. You know what I'd love to do? I can just imagine all of you. Because we have like, I don't know, there's like 10 of y'all who like are on here pretty routinely. Remember the West Side Story? We're like Jets and Sharks. Love to do a video of you all as my Wellness Warrior crew behind me. All right, let's get another spin on the wheel of wellness. All right, we've got Monkey's Paw. Monkey's Paw. I like it. Monkey's Paw is fun. Nova's not all that good at it, but she tries. She tries. We give her credit. Gonna bring Nova back on. All right, Nova, we're back for another segment of Monkey's Paw, the game where you and I take turns making a wish, and it's the other person's job to make that person regret said wish. I will let you go first.
All right, sounds like a blast. So let's kick off this Monkey's Paw round with a wish from me. Here it goes. I wish I could have the ability to learn any new skill instantly just by thinking about it. All right, Tin, turn that wish upside down.
All right, Nova. So you wish to have any new skill or learn any new skill just by thinking about it. So, wish granted. You now are able to perform any skill just by thinking about it. However, you're amateur at best. You're not even a jack of all trades. You're 100% a master of none of them. In fact, we would probably more than likely call you a jack of all fails.
Oh man, that is a classic Monkey's Paw twist right there. So I get to pick up any skill instantly, but I'm basically forever stuck at the oops, well that didn't go well level. But it's definitely going to keep me on my toes. All right, I love it. Now it's your turn to make a wish, and I'll see what kind of twist I can come up with for you.
All right, Nova, my wish is that for the rest of my life, I could never procrastinate.
Oh, you're setting me up for a good one. And so your wish is that for the rest of your life, well, let's lock it in. Whatever it is, I'll be ready to add that little monkey's paw twist once you finish it off. Just go ahead and complete that thought.
I guess I got cut off. I said, I wish for the rest of my life I could never procrastinate.
Ah, got it. So you wish that for the rest of your life you could never procrastinate again. Well, wish granted, but here comes the twist. Now you'll never procrastinate, but you'll also have an overwhelming urge to finish every single task immediately, even the tiniest ones. So you'll be ultra productive, but also hilariously obsessed with getting everything done right away, no matter how trivial. Enjoy your super efficient but slightly over the top life.
Joke's on you, Nova. That's how I am all the time anyway. So, bam, roasted. All right, that was a good one. Stop recording. I hate when I hit the buttons on there. It doesn't always work right away. All right, so we're talking on here on stream about how your future self is watching you. A simple question to kind of maybe help change your mindset a little bit. When making a decision to either begin something, end something, whatever it might be, ask yourself, will future me thank me for this? This can kind of help cut through levels of procrastination and kind of help you make those steps to action or inaction, whatever it might be. In fact, this can actually kind of help lead to helping self-sabotage. A lot of times in life, especially when we've been exposed to trauma, we tend to engage in self-sabotaging behavior. Usually we're not totally conscious of it, that we're even doing it, let alone the why. Usually it kind of helps having other people to kind of point out the self-sabotage, a therapist specifically, but if not, having a good support system behind you can help with that as well. So use that to kind of break some of your old patterns. One example, or use someone who, you have a really great conversation with someone, and then for whatever reason, you're kind of short with them the next time you meet with them. And for no real reason, there's that part of you in the self-conscious is telling you, hey, don't let that person get too close. We're not sure if we can trust them yet. They got to earn it. That's self-sabotage. And believe it or not, most of us do it, at least in some part of our relationship. So always keep that in mind. Always keep that in mind. All right. We're over here having a grand old time. As we mentioned before, we're live every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, or Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find us live on YouTube at Bargain Brand Wellness, or you can find us live on TikTok at Off Brand Tim. And yes, Joe, we are having a fantastic, super duper grand old time. As I mentioned before, one more time for the one time, a Bargain Brand Wellness Christmas album is on all major streaming platforms as of this morning. So get out there, give yourself a listen, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your loved ones, tell your close your worst enemy. You might have just made a friend, because the Bargain Brand Wellness Christmas album is going to rise up the Billboard charts, be #1 by Christmas. I don't know about all that, but when's the next Dude Whites episode? I believe they're going to be sending us a shipment every month. So we definitely will be doing a video every month, but I'll probably do at least twice a month. So I guess I probably should do another one. Maybe we'll do another video next week. I'm thinking. Just kind of showing support, since they are kind of our only sponsorship right now. So yeah, get over and get that. We have our flagship Make It Worth Your Wellness t-shirts for sale, $15 plus shipping and handling. And you can also get our holiday Merry Fitmas shirts on sale as well. Joey and Jake, I did send you guys those the links to those shirts if you wanted to order them. We did sell our first shirt today. We just processed the first order. So we're hoping to get those out for the holiday season. I'll be wearing mine occasionally. And they're actually, I will say, they're pretty comfortable. The sweaters are, and I imagine the t-shirts will be as well. So having fun, having a good old time. Let's go ahead and get into our next game. Get into our minute cryptic, and I really like this game. It sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, it frustrates me because I look at it, I'm thinking, I don't even know how we're gonna get that, but we persevere, we get through it. I'm glad you guys are on here with me sometimes, because sometimes you guys help me get there. Girl swapped clothes with boyfriend for a lark. Perhaps. You don't think you'll ever understand this game? All right, 4 letters, 1 part. So I'm seeing swapped as an indicator. To me, that's an anagram indicator. Swapped clothes with boyfriend for a lark. Perhaps. What's lark? I've heard that word, but I don't know what it means. What's lark? We'll probably need to get a hint, but I'm pretty sure our indicator is sorry, I had a brain fart, is swapped. And I'm saying that that's probably the only one. And so there's only 4 letters. So what the heck are we? It's a type of bird. Swapped clothes with a boyfriend for a lark. Perhaps. I feel like that perhaps is really throwing me off. There's a reason that's there. I wonder if this is another one of those analytic clues. Show alternate clues. We don't usually see that one. Let's click on that one. I wonder what that one is. This clue has some alternates that we consider. Ken swapping clothes with Barbie creates a buzz. Potter swapping clothes with Ron is unpleasant. What? I don't even understand that. Huh? So I guess you can use these to also get your answer. K, B, P, R, S, E are the 4. No. What the heck? I don't even... That was a waste of a hint. That didn't help at all. Alright, indicator. Swapped clothes with. Okay. Okay. So swap clothes with the indicator. Part of this indicator aims to focus our attention on particular letters from neighboring fodder. And the other part tells us what to do with these letters. What? Aims to focus our attention on particular letters from neighboring fodder. So, I mean, are you taking girl and replacing it with boy? So it's girlfriend? That doesn't help. Heck. What is the definition? We're gonna we'll have to get it, but I was hoping to not need it. Well, let's get the fodder first. Girl and boyfriend. So that's okay. So we're swapping that. Some of them to construct our answer is guided by our indicators. Okay. So the definition is a lark, perhaps. And words like perhaps, possibly, maybe can point us towards a higher level category. So our answer will be a category to which a lark belongs. What? I mean, we can try bird. Bird was the answer? That was way more difficult. Yeah, Joey, you got it right. I mean, I guess technically my mom got it right when I asked what's a lark, and she said it's a bird, but you put the guess in. So I guess we were taking the boyfriend, we're taking boyfriend and keeping the B and the D, and then taking IR and putting it inside of that. That was way too difficult of a clue for that answer. And here's the thing, that what I love about this game is because, and you guys sometimes actually are better at this than I am, is I tend to overthink the answer. You got it first try. I was overthinking it. That's why. I overthink these. When I see them, I'm thinking, no, it can't be that simple. Like that one that Caleb got there like a month or so ago, and the answer was swords. It was right there in front of you, but I thought that was too simple. That's why. That's why I like those ones sometimes. All right, let's get another spin on the wheel of wellness. See what we got going on here. Bam, bam, bam. And never fails. We got a synth session. We're going to head on over. We're going to make a song for today. We still got we should still have plenty of credits left. I hope we have enough for the month. I used some to finish up the Christmas album. But we got 43. It'll be close, but I think we'll have enough. We didn't even run out last month. All right, so I'll tell you what. Here's what I'm going to do. I got ChatGPT over here on my other screen. The song we created on Saturday, neither one was all that great, but they were okay. I want to create the prompt over in ChatGPT and copy and paste it. So, I want to kind of make it, since we just finished playing Minute Cryptic, the category or the answer was bird. I want it to kind of be about a bird. Also kind of about tonight's topic. So, I need a prompt to create a song in Singify using something about birds, even a metaphor, perhaps. And the topic of tonight's episode, your future self is watching. In the style of what do we want? What kind of here's the thing, like even if we do something like classic rock or soft rock, I want to maybe kind of even focus towards like a specific artist. Like I love Phil Collins. Not quite as much as Elton John, but I love Phil Collins. I don't know if Singify can do that, but maybe give us something even in that genre. So even if you can kind of think like a specific artist. So I've got the prompt. You all tell me what are we thinking? What kind of genre of music do we want to give, or what kind of artist do we want it to sound like? Nickelback. Oh God, I hate Nickelback, but we'll do it. In the style of rock. I think you could have said Creed or someone like that. I don't know what. Nobody hates Nickelback. Everybody hates Nickelback. I do like Phil Collins, Mom. Maybe next on Wednesday, we'll do a Phil Collins one. I'm gonna let Joey have it because Joey did get the answer on the Minute Cryptic. Ooh, Red Hot Chili Peppers wouldn't be bad. I'm not a huge fan of them, but that's not bad. All right, Wings of Tomorrow. Okay. All right, let's copy this. All right, copy that. Put it in Singify. Generate the prompt. We're going to use 5 credits. I like the title Wings of Tomorrow. That was pretty good. There's 2 types of people in this world. People who like Nickelback and people who pretend they don't, but they sing it in the shower. I do not like Nickelback at all. I don't like that guy's raspy voice. And they kind of fall in line with other bands I never really liked. I'm not a big like Imagine Dragons fan. Matchbox 20, I didn't like them growing up. I know they were popular. I know they were supposedly good, but I never liked them. I want that a little bit lower, closer to the mic. I kind of realized I was kind of covering my face. All right, Wings of Tomorrow. What the heck is it saying here? Gritty, rock, anthem. How do you say it? Anthemic? Emotional, motivational, guitar driven. Okay. Because I will say, like with some of the rock, like classic rock or soft rock, it sounds more country, which is fine, but I don't want them all sounding the same. You don't like Matchbox 20, I may have to quit the show. Listen, I can listen to them now. I didn't like them at the time. I've always kind of been one of those, I don't know. I kind of go against the grit. If everyone likes them, then I typically don't. That's just how I always was. So I have a little bit more of an appreciation. I can listen to them now. All right, songs generating. We'll come back to that here in a moment. Let's we're gonna play one more game. We're gonna play our silly little games. Like I said, we're gonna there's some trauma there somewhere. There might be. We're gonna play silly little games. We're gonna do it for the next couple weeks. Some of their puzzles are really hard, and I'm trying to. I know they're a small channel. You know, I'm trying not to be too hard on them because we're a small channel still trying to grow. That's the only reason I'm still doing it. But some of those puzzles, we either get them in 10 seconds or we don't get them at all. So that's kind of my only issue with that. But before we jump into that, kind of the last piece of what we're talking about tonight on the topic of your future self is watching you, is the idea of becoming someone that you don't want to disappoint, right? Are you that person for yourself? You know, we all have that individual. Why do you have that other individual in your life, a grandparent, a parent, a sibling, or a mentor, someone who you really look up to and you don't ever want to disappoint? And that's great if you have that person in your life. But are you also that person for yourself? That's an important key, right? We tend to protect what we value in life. So the idea is here, become someone worth protecting, right? Protect yourself, protect your own sanity, right? Find that thing that motivates you to become that person that kind of helps you develop that part of your identity and help align your primary core values, the things that make you who you are, the things that help you be the best you can be. That person helps you with self-actualization. So kind of keep that in mind as we're going through. Next, Nova Unplugged. Why does she always go against the grain and not like things people typically like? Yeah. That's not a bad one. That's a good one. All right, let's hop into our silly little codes here. I'm still waiting. They haven't really updated their site at all to say, all these other ones say is coming soon. They have silly little letters, silly little words, silly little mimes, and silly little mix-ups. That's kind of the other reason why I keep staying with this one, because I feel like some of these other ones might be a little bit more fun. Yeah. So I'm excited for those to come here very soon. Hopefully, they haven't given any timeline. It's like I said, it's still a pretty new channel. They've only been live since earlier this year, but yeah. So let's give today's puzzle a chance. Okay. So I see a P and a fist with a tattoo with a flaming heart What is that on? I'm assuming that's a tattoo gun. And folded pants. Followed by her. I'm thinking Panther. But it's got to be more than just Panther, right? Yes, it's got to be more than Panther. So the bottom one is Panther. Is it pink? Yeah, Pink Panther. P-Ink Panther. Why are the pants folded like that? Pink Panther. Okay. Hey, we got that one together. I had Panther on one side. I had Pink Panther on the other. So, okay, so that one wasn't too hard. It was some of the drawings, and I know they're making these, so I'll give credit where credit's due. They're clever. But I was like, what is this right here? And I guess that's just like the ink capsule. And then, once again, I overthink it. So I'm thinking, why is the pant leg folded out like that? Is that saying something? Left pant leg folded out, or her? I can't help it. That's what I do. I overthink things. All right. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and figure out what song we're going to key from here. And then we'll give one more spin on the Wheel of Wellness before we get on out of here for the night. All right, so here's the first version. This is Wings of Tomorrow. First one is a 1. Second one is a 2. Let's see what we got. See if it sounds like Nickelback. Definitely sounds more like rock.
Sunrise paints the branch where I sit. Feathers ruffle, feeling unfit. Got this tremble deep inside my chest. Looking at the sky, putting me to the test. That endless blue, it whispers low. Come on up, let your spirit go. But the ground below feels safe and unafraid to jump, afraid to be alone. This perch is worn, this view is small, but leaving it means risking it all. But my future self is watching me like an eagle circling wide and free. Up on the thermals high above, waiting on the wings forged by my love. By every choice, by every fight, to step into the blinding light. Yeah, my
There you are over there dancing.
is watching now. Will I make him proud? Will I
Sounds like a Christian rock band. Nickelback.
jump and trust the wind somehow?
That was not terrible. Give it another 30 seconds.
He sees the hesitation in my eyes, the fear that frees me. All these lies that I might fall, that I might fail, get lost within the howling gale. But he remembers every step I take.
Jake would like this
Every
one.
guy I fought, every risk I'd take. He knows the strength is buried deep. The promises I swore I'd keep. He sees the sky, not just the ground. He's the future's beckoning sound. 'Cause my future self is watching me like an eagle circling wild and free. Up on the thermals high above, waiting on the wings forged by my loves. By
Okay.
every choice,
Gonna be hard to beat this song. Yeah, this was pretty good. This was pretty good. Okay. Okay, I like this bridge here. This bridge here is pretty good. I've let it go like a minute longer than I said I was going to. Okay. That's pretty good. That was pretty good. All right, here is number 2. That was number 1. Here is number 2.
Sunrise paints the bridge when I sit. Feathers ruffled, feeling unfit. Got this tremble deep inside my chest, looking at the sky, putting me to the test. That endless blue, it whispers low. Come on up, let your spirit go. But the ground below feels safe and known. Afraid to jump, afraid to be alone. This perch is worn, this view is small. Believing it means risking
This one's pretty good.
it all. But my future self is watching me like an eagle circling wild and free up on the thermals high above. Waiting on the wings forged by my love, by every choice, by every fight to step into the blinding light. Yeah, my future self is watching now. Will I make him proud? Will I break this fast?
Sounds a little bit more like Nickelback, to be
To
honest.
jump and trust the wind somehow.
That's a tough one.
He sees the hesitation in my eyes, the fear that seeds me all these lies.
At first I was thinking number 1, but now number 2 is kind of up there. You guys are gonna have to help me with this
Yeah,
one.
but he remembers every step I take, every doubt I fought, every risk at stake. He knows the strength that's buried deep, the promises I swore I'd keep. He sees the sky, not just the ground. He hears the futures beckoning sound. 'Cause my future self is watching like an eagle circling wild and free up on the thermals high above. Waiting on the waves forged by my love, by every choice, by every fight to step into the blinding light. Yeah, my future self is watching now. We're breaking proud when I break this vow. The jump and trust the wind somehow.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm feeling that one as well. Ashley says number 2. I kind of like number 2. Number 1 was good though. Number 1 was real good. I sometimes I almost wish we could keep both, but they all have the same. The 2 have the same lyrics. It'd be dumb to have the same song twice. What do the rest of y'all think? I'm almost feeling number 2. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna play out the rest of this one. I want to hear this bridge.
Today's the moment the leap begins. Shed the old skin, let the new wings win. Every fall, every scar, every tear I cried is woven in the feathers where I'm glad. The wind's now waiting, the sky won't hold. Gotta find the courage, gotta be bold. These wings I'm building with every breath. Defy the gravity of sudden death.
They are both good. They are both good. I like this guitar solo too.
My future self is watching me like an eagle circling wild and free up on the thermals.
All right, Mom says 2 as well. I think it's gonna be 2, Joey. But I agree, they are both very good.
By every fight to step into the blinding light. Yeah, my future self is watching now. Good big and proud, gonna break this vow.
That was a little bit better though, so we'll definitely keep
And trust to win somehow.
we'll definitely keep doing the prompts in ChatGPT. Yeah, that was pretty good. We'll definitely keep doing the prompts in ChatGPT. I think we're gonna have better luck there in the long run. All right, let's see. We just finished doing games, so let's do one more spin on the wheel of wellness and see what we got for tonight. Now we're gonna rock on out of here. All right, we already did off-brand affirmations. It just didn't pop off there, so we'll spin again. And we got Dance It Out. We kind of just danced it out. What do we got music-wise here? We're going to finish it out with a little dance. I want you to groove on with me, people. Hope y'all loving life, living the dream, living for your future self. Let's get into this. If you haven't already, hit that like button over there on TikTok. Smash that like. Joey's got us up to over 3,000 likes pretty much by himself. Do the Ty Johnson touchdown celebration. I don't want to hurt myself, and if the camera was on the floor, I could do it. Plus, my mother's watching, so that was a pretty good celebration dance. I know nice moves. I can dance better than I can sing. That's one thing I never have with them. Alright. Let's dance it out. Alright. Appreciate all the love tonight. Appreciate the support. You all have been awesome. Keep being you, because you are the best version of yourself. Excuse me. But keep obtaining. Do your thing. Once again, Christmas album is live. Go give it a listen. Tell us what you think about it. I hope y'all enjoy it. I think it's a very festive album. I think it's good. I'm happy with what we came up with. So get your orders in for your shirts so you have them for the holiday season. All right, Merry Fitmas shirts. $15 plus shipping and handling for the t-shirt, and $25 plus shipping and handling for the sweater. And I will say the sweater is really comfortable, and I'm sure the t-shirts are as well. So let's give our final thoughts on tonight's episode, and we're going to wrap this thing up. So tonight was all about remembering that the person you want to become is already counting on you. So take the step, make the call, drink water, and set some boundaries. Whatever future you need, start planning it now. And remember to do just one small thing tonight that tomorrow's you will be grateful for. And as always, make it worth your wellness. How much is shipping? It depends. If it's to Cumberland, it charges about $4 something for shipping. I put in your address, so it'll get mailed to you. But then there's tax. It has a surcharge. So it ends up being, it's like $21, $22 with everything together. But I didn't want to put that on there because if someone who's not local ordered it, it might cost more. So that's about it. It charges like $4 something for shipping, but then there's tax and they do a surcharge on there. So yeah, get your orders in. Super excited about where we're heading. And yeah, appreciate the love. We'll be back on Wednesday for our Wellness Trend Wednesday episode. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support, and we'll see you then.
Make it worth your